what's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah. All right, kids and queens, welcome. This is a special little stream, man. I got the Pantheon here with me. A couple of some brothers I hold dear and near to my heart. We even got a special celebrity guest with his brand new book, Blood Omen. That's right. My man's right here. If you guys, what's the site to read it on? Just go ahead and throw it out.
The book will be coming out in October, and the site is Writers Republic. Blood Oasis is the name of the actual book. It'll be there first.
All right, y'all heard that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link when I upload this to YouTube. You can get it from him, so it's direct and you can go straight to his book. Awesome book if you're into fantasy.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Magic. You get a little bit of everything with the book, y'all.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but easier to read. Put it that way.
And if you like violence, you kind of like that too.
100%.
Bring a bit of everything.
All right, I hate to take over, but just a little bit of what's going to happen. Y'all going to hear us talking about stuff. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have a few topics that we're going to figure out as we go along. Just tune in, sit back. You'll enjoy it. Go down.
So, gentlemen, what would y'all like to fucking discuss, man? I know I was talking about the past. Matter of fact, let's talk about that, man. Mental health as far as veterans are concerned.
All right.
Right? So, when I came back, I took, I was gone for a week. I took my little hiatus or whatever. And, see a lot of dudes, it's not just combat arms that fucking deal with the bullshit, when they get back home and whatnot and have to deal with just regular everyday life, every day-to-day military life. This guy there, he's a engineer, and he went from being an engineer to he makes maps, right? So, and his whole day-to-day, sucks. He became a fucking robot. Go to work, do what I gotta do at work, go home, do what I gotta at home, rinse and repeat, No real interaction with his family, The only interaction he ever has with his family where they see him show any type of emotion, and I'm sure that we've all been there, is anger. And it's because, he never dealt with a whole lot of shit, that he's been through. And, playing the tough role that we all fucking try to do,
Shit, I think it's more about people moving at other people's pace, especially as far as veterans. Like a lot of guys get out and they have that need to get right back into the rat race, and just like he said, they haven't dealt with a lot of shit. For me, one of those things when you talk about anger being the easiest emotion to access, think about the way that we was trained, you know what I mean? They say violence of action. Violence of action to me means putting 100 or putting 1,000 on 100. You know what I'm saying? Before a situation got the possibility, or before a situation escalates, like I'm gonna force that. I'm gonna make it escalate. Why? Overwhelming power, whether it's fucking verbal or physical. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I always keep in my mind. So coming back, I just think guys need to take their time, take advantage of the programs that you're talking about. Me personally, I've been thinking about going for so long and hearing about your experience or being in one, that kind of make me, a little bit closer to, making the decision to go. Because a lot of time I feel like I've spent so much time away that any further time away from my family is going to have me more fucked up.
Right.
Like I need to be here, even if me being there ain't the best thing. Right. It's more detrimental for the situation because dad get mad real quick. Yeah.
Man. One of the things that we learned, is that we're trained to handle situations in a certain way. That doesn't always translate well in the civilian world. Imperfections or things not being done to standard, you can't fucking snap the fuck off on people all the time. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to how to talk to people. Exactly. You gotta learn how to talk to people. You gotta realize, you know what I'm saying? Some people, like one of the things the guy said, he was like, I was at work, and one of the guys that he was, you know what I'm saying, he was having a meeting with a couple of with his employees and whatnot, or you know his subordinates, and he was like. One of the guys was like, I feel, and he was like, I don't, you feel? Well, fuck how you feel. We gotta get this shit fucking done. We got a task at hand, blah, blah. And he works with civilians. You can't fucking snap off on civilians like that. They don't fucking understand that shit. They take your ass straight to HR in a fucking heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
one thing is, I think we gotta stop using it as an excuse always as, you know, they're quick to anger and stuff like that. But, you know, like one needs to look inside, you know, one needs to, you know, start looking within and say, hey, why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? You know, look at when you go to self-help, when you go to therapy, you gotta seek therapy. You have to want to stop. You have to want to change.
Well, at a bare minimum, I think people
Nothing
don't
works
have.
unless you want. Nothing works unless you want it to work.
You can want it to work, but you cannot know how to make it work. As far
And
as
that's
processing information, getting information from a certain point. Like, people say, you know, fucking, it was just a job. Yeah, people got a lot of fucking stressful jobs. I get it, but you don't think about it from the truest sense of it. You got to think about it from a human standpoint. You get people that's growing up in it. Like, I went in when I was 17. Some people went in when they were 19. But other people was learning the world a different way. We was also learning the world a different way. You know what I'm saying? So people tend to discount our experiences. You know, people tend to discount our experiences in the Army, but that's normally coming from people that have no fucking idea what the Army is about. So that's a fucking problem when you get out trying to communicate with them, because they are all about themselves. We can see a bigger picture as far as like the team is concerned.
Yes.
But out here it's more fucking everybody for themselves.
Yes.
And we got to see people that was fucked up in all different fucking faces and shapes and sizes and all that shit. So it's not like we missed out on living the time we spent in the Army, because at the end of the day we still interacted with fucking humans, and whether they're in the Army or they're in the civilian world, there's different personality types.
We can't forget that there is somebody else, that there is another side to the yin, like yin and yang. It's the other side to it. Yes, there is bad, but in the world, but there's also good in the world too. That's why it's surviving. That's just still, it's bad like, you know, bad meets evil. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, looking at anything as a good and bad kind of, looking at something as something good or being bad is so small-minded in a world that we want to find fucking order when there is just chaos. There is no fucking purpose unless we put it there. You know, we can assign something that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of gray areas, and that even extends to like why relationships fail so often, because they put so many fucking these old, outdated ways of thinking on relationships instead of the individuals figuring out what works between those two individuals.
Right.
They trying to figure out, hey, what they do over here, why can't we do that? Guess what? Because I'm not fucking them.
Right.
And you're not fucking them.
Exactly.
Right?
So one of the things that I learned in the past, you know what I'm saying, exactly what both of y'all are saying, you know what I'm saying, that how you feel about a situation, you know what I'm saying, it's not, what did they say, it's not
the situation, but how you react to it or how you...
Yeah, it's basically you're not defined by your past experiences.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that because of our past...
you are defined.
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
We learn how to work through that, you know what I'm saying, during the PATH program. You know what I'm saying? We learn how to work through past trauma, being, you know, in the military and having to be trained. They don't teach you to unthink that. They teach you to be cognizant of it.
Yeah,
you know
mindfulness.
Right. Like you said, you know what I'm saying, oh, dad knows, you know what I'm saying, well, we know dad's gonna fucking snap if we do this immediately. without any us, you know, saying being able to explain ourselves. You know what I mean? So during the program, you said, you know, what I'm saying you've been so far, you've been away from your family, you know, what I'm saying for such amount of time, you know, what I'm saying over the course of the years during your time in the military. Is me being gone for another week, you know what I'm saying, gonna be even, is it gonna cause more of an issue?
Right.
I'll tell you right now, being gone for that week during this program, man, it's gonna be worth it. And it's not like you can't talk to them either, you know what I'm saying? When everything's fucking said and done, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the night, you can fucking call your family.
Wow.
They tell you not to tell them what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Because if you tell them what's going on, then they say under promise, over deliver. So you tell them, the whole time I was there, I told my wife, fuck, this is awful. This fucking is a terrible place. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh, well, you've done hard things before. You can make it through. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's not as hard as I'm making it sound, but you know what I'm saying? It gave me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? I didn't engage with her like, yeah, I'm going to do this and this and this when I get back, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to expect this and this back from me. It's like, neither one of us know if that's really going to happen when I fucking get back, but I'm going to try, you know what I mean?
I think at the core of it, like, I think you show a lot of strength by going to the program.
Right.
I'll openly admit I'm not to that point where, like, my level of consciousness in reference to fucking the importance of vulnerability, like, I can't really allow myself to do that because I've always had a guarded way of thinking about things, and that has been successful for me. And I can say even to this point, but now I'm looking at it, the insulation and isolation thing. I want to fucking insulate the people that's closest to me and isolate myself from the bullshit. And I can't really do that if I'm not willing to fucking up my emotions and possibly make an ass of myself. Because I got that dark voice in the back of my mind like, ooh, they gonna use this shit against you. Don't do it. Don't do it. A public service announcement. If you want to be open with somebody, be prepared for everybody to know it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's
Exactly.
what's filling your guts mean, right?
Yeah, vulnerability. Somebody might get this out.
But I
What's
mean,
your thoughts, Mr. Off-Camera Man?
let me give out some names somewhat.
No, don't do names. Don't be son.
We got Mackie Reed and Edwards. Ed.
Godfather.
You ain't getting no governance.
It is Godfather. Actually, that was
It's the last name.
like Prince. It was changed over.
That is my first name. One of the things he didn't tell y'all is he didn't go to the school for fucking habitually lying sometimes. Like, here, honest, doing grab one of these people. Fuck y'all.
Buy some
If they looking at
nicknames.
this, can I see? Anybody
Well,
looking
you
at
call
this?
me the Oz.
Well, you can get your weird ass on camera.
Real powers.
I feel like you Albert Hitchcock over here narrating what they were saying was true.
That should be the intro.
These are my brothers, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. These are the gentlemen, you know what I'm saying, that I do hold, you know what I'm saying, near and dear to me. And I worry about these cats. I do only because I know them, and I know that they deal with their own situation in their own ways. But I found another way that me possibly benefit the rest of them. So we just trying to implore that, and that's how come the topic has been the beginning topic has been mental health. Because I know we all struggle and deal with it.
And he talked to Steve Harvey while he was at the program. Well, that didn't happen, but it sounded real good.
That wouldn't be dope. No. Maybe a little bit.
Actually, you do have a program like that.
I know the little mentoring program that he was talking about.
What's that?
Malcolm X. He was all right too today,
Yeah.
But Steve Harvey I heard him on the radio this morning talking about a mentorship program that he was putting together for boys to age 18 or 14 to 18, and what he was talking about really was a fucking like a beautiful idea, because for whatever reason or another, we do have a lot of fucking male figures missing in kids' lives, and that's across all races. It ain't
right.
just constricted or restricted to fucking black folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all across the board. And you can kind of see how that lack of leadership and that lack of, somebody to be hard on them at certain points in life kind of shows itself, you know what I mean? With the amount of people that you got going to jail so quickly out of high school or before that, shows you that they don't value themselves, they don't value their life, they don't value their future, and then having a program that you can put in place to help them kind of see that and learn what it is to be a man. You know, those tenets that people might not have learned, but what we've accomplished and accumulated in life, we can put that and teach somebody that's coming up, you know, how to move. You know what I mean? How to move better.
The jail became a badge of courage.
That's the whole.
Jail became a badge of courage.
Jail.
Yeah, jail became like some fucking pop culture, whatever. Yes, I've been in jail. Like you don't give a fuck what you like. That's the whole thing. Like is to I went to jail. I'm OG. I'm hard. I lasted my week in the county. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I held my own. You know, I ain't shit for a week, but I didn't take no shower. You know what I'm saying? But all I ate was an apple. You know what I'm saying? But I held my own. You know, I ain't make no phone calls. You know who I got to call. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too glorified. Don't quit. Now that's stupid.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like right now, we're living in a time where we can really actually talk to the kids a lot better than what we were being talked to as growing up.
Agreed.
Like
As
they're
people.
more sensitive, right? At the same time, we're more sensitive towards them and what we give to them when we talk to them. Like you can explain something to these kids, they understand it, but you really can sit down and just teach them something. And we're not really teaching them anything, right?
The computers, technology took over.
Like
Not even just that.
it's not just that.
No.
It's like like you said, we don't have those programs no more. Like what we were talking about on the way here, how we, our base growing up in a Christian family and stuff like that. You had programs that you was attached to that would take you to this place. You would travel just to go sing, bro, and leave 2 days later.
Yep.
But that's a whole new experience, a brand new group of people you meet, everything.
Yeah.
What happened to all of that?
The need to survive, you know what I'm saying? The losing the middle class, that's really what did it, you know what I'm saying? If you're not accomplished with money and you can have your kids somewhere all the time, you fucking have to run that risk of making sure that the bills is paid or fucking making sure that somebody's around your kids. If you at work, where the kids at? You know what I'm saying? Either they at home doing the right thing or they out there trying to do what everybody else is doing. And either way, is it the fault of the parent? That's not a question that you want to answer. It's something that fucking society pushed on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We talk about wages and you got people that got to work 2-3 jobs to maintain the family.
So nobody got to take care of the kids.
Exactly.
Right?
And then the parents break, us as parents break down, period, because life is hard. Being a parent is hard. You want to do whatever.
Yeah.
But you got to have that mental stability as we led out on to continue. Because as somebody told me, he heard it from somebody wise, hey, if the baby crying, what the parents gonna do? If the parents crying, what the baby gonna do?
Yeah. See, and that's funny, man, because that's like a time old thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say not necessarily just with the black community, man, but because I am part of the black community, you know what I'm saying? I have seen it, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers' parents ain't home because they always fucking working because they gotta make ends meet, you know what I'm saying? Where motherfuckers go? Straight to the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They find their family outside of the fucking home. I know a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying, whose fathers wasn't home. You know what I'm saying? Whose fathers wasn't there.
Man, was just dead, so.
Okay, so you just bring it way down.
But we can come back up.
I can actually add to that, dude. See, I had, my father was, let's say I'm from the west side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So my father was, on drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs and whatnot.
Right.
So, who family wasn't. But he was, even though he was a fucked up individual, I realized, as I look back, I see even some of the things that he did do. He was there for some things. I saw him there. He was there for Christmas. It may have been a fucked up Christmas. It may have turned out to be fucked up, but he was there.
He tried to attempt to be there, yeah.
And he was there, you know what I'm saying? The following day, He took me out to play, play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
On Christmas Day, Christmas
Right.
morning. Even Chicago snowed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even though the next morning, he took me out there to play with to shoot the basketball.
I mean, honestly, man, it's start to count because there's some fucking pops that don't even fucking do that. You know what I'm saying?
But he was after that. Other than that, I have it was more bad than it's good, but it's still some good.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But
There's some motherfuckers that got
the
zero.
good that I hold on to is what I cherish.
Right.
What I choose to hold on to.
Right.
The small, not the because it's more negative. That's what
Right.
I hold on to. I let go of that. Fart that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Flush that shit in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Just like Taco Bell. But
And I'm glad you were able to do that. You know what I'm saying? On your own.
I'd rather keep
There's a lot of fucking
the positive.
There's a lot of cats that just hold on to the negative
Yes.
just because they like being angry. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that takes a willpower to be able to let go of it. Because back in nature, we naturally want to fucking hold on to the negative shit. We all do it. Some of it's just better.
Defense mechanism.
Pushing it to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Defense mechanism. Because we realize, you know, saying we experience something negative, we gotta keep that in the back of my mind in case we see something that's gonna, resemble that same shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that makes sense. Because all the happy shit, you kind of just live in the moment.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking some real deep shit, but I forgot it now.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. I just gotta have
It happens.
Yeah.
It do. And then
But,
have you ever heard of the doorway experiment? Real interesting. Check it out. It has something to do with the fact that how you go to another room and you forget shit.
Oh,
They did an
okay.
experiment with so many participants, and they tell them something about it, and they walk through a door and see how many of them forget it. So it was actually an experiment conducted on fucking why people forget shit when they move from room to room.
Yeah.
So I don't remember all of it. It's on TV.
Okay. What TV show, if you don't mind me asking, is that,
No, it's on YouTube.
copyright?
What is what copyright?
It's on the
Is YouTube? I mean, are we live?
Yeah, I mean you can say YouTube. No, man.
I mean, I don't know, like TV shows. I
The
don't know
doorway
copyright.
experiment.
No.
It's on, you can look it up on YouTube. That's where I found it.
Yeah. Nah, man. So all right. So
I mean, plug them up. Like, shit.
okay, yeah, shit. Fucking throw it out there, bro.
Y'all got the ability to research, don't you? Right.
Y'all got a computer. That's another thing I want to learn how to do on here. So I've seen a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, they'll be on here looking up YouTube videos and shit like that while they fucking still streaming. I need to figure out how to do that shit.
You can't minimize this one and pull up another
But
screen.
you should show.
Or just make it. Make it
Yeah,
small.
but I'm not, like I can make another scene, but I'm not proficient in it yet.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never streamed anything, so if y'all see, oh, anonymity, I'm losing it.
Take it just scream to the hat.
You haven't seen what you've seen for the last 20 or so minutes. Hey, what's that thing they have with MIB, the little fucking
Neuralizer?
I was about to call it make you forget. Make you forget it.
That sounds.
Oh, can you
Not
imagine the
more, right?
real life implications of one of those things? Dude, my thoughts make me think that I'm not a good person.
In a heartbeat, that shit will fucking
there was
leak on the
people
internet.
reported
So what?
meeting people from the MIB.
Excuse me?
There has been people reporting meeting with people from the MIB before. You have never been on YouTube surfing and found those old stories of people. Yeah, people in the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, like
used to
somebody from the
report
government.
people
yeah.
black suits,
During
the
the-
men in the
yeah.
black-
Yeah.
MIB?
I mean, that's where the whole concept comes
Yeah,
from, but
right.
Yeah, we got
So-
that. We got that government guy.
Fun fact,
Thanks, I like thanks. Like,
since we talk about Men in Black, a lot of people don't know Men in Black was a Marvel fucking comic book.
I personally didn't know that.
Had no clue.
It started as Malibu. No, it was Malibu Comics, and I think Marvel bought it, and then I think after that it just went into obscurity.
How do we know who's watching this?
So
It's technically not a Marvel. It was bought by Marvel.
yeah, so
Coming from it, though.
when we got
It's like Star
so weird,
Wars. It's like saying Star Wars is Disney.
Oh, it's a delay?
You know what I'm saying? Because Disney bought Star Wars, but no. It's
I ain't doing that.
Depending. Yeah, this is a little delay. But depending on
We said that.
if there's people watching, you know what I'm saying, this counter right here will go up.
Oh, so ain't nobody watching?
Nah, it's just us right
These
now. We just
motherfuckers got jobs and shit.
yeah, we're kind of streaming that in up too. But what'll happen, right, is people will watch this, After I get done streaming, people will watch the stream after. I'm saying like later on in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I started uploading stuff to fucking to YouTube and shit like that. Yeah.
I need a mask. I gotta do it in a mask.
Do what? Oh, you want to do it? You get a mask? It'll be like Ghostface.
No.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, another fun fact.
Maybe worship.
If y'all ever, I know Mr. Maggie here don't like fucking Wu-Tang, but the old Wu-Tang videos. Remember that? remember Ghostface always used to have his face covered in videos and pictures and shit like that. So the reason why he always had his face covered was because the motherfucker was wanted for fucking burglary and shit. He was on the fucking run. You know what I'm saying? Because he was wanted for some shit. Apparently he had fucking broken into some houses or some shit like that, and they was looking for him. So he used to fucking cover his whole shit. But
I think he has a question for you. No, you good? So we straight?
Can we listen from the side?
You sure you don't want to sit down? It's way more comfortable.
Oh no, I'm good right here.
I appreciate it.
I'm a veteran who appreciates the comfort of obscurity. If you want to call it that, call me Ghost.
Would you?
I
mean, we could do that.
I play Black Ops, Call of Duty, you know.
And I don't play by anybody's rules.
My what you call it, my PS4, PSN will be linked in the comments.
Okay.
If you want to play Call of Duty multiplayer, Modern Warfare.
Oh, and I shouted out this man a while ago, hobby_dad.
Hobby_dad_80.
There you go.
I'm a 1980s baby, Gemini.
Or TCG Unleashed on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, I got them all.
that's you?
That's him.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
Oh, I got a few. I'll link some of them in the.
And for all my social media information, I scratch it into your back while you sleep tonight. And I leave you a small mirror. Fuck it.
You'll keep drip, you know.
Stop by on Web Novel. There's this badass novel on there named Drowned Anarchy. On webnovel.com. It's a free site. It's thousands of web novels, comics. There's even webtoons on there. But definitely check out Drowned Anarchy. That's my second book I'm working on right now, and it's 12 chapters in, I believe.
You want to talk about it a little bit?
So, it's this is the second book, which this time I chose to open up a lot more with my writing style, and
As far as how?
as far as instead of following a certain person, I chose to bounce around with the story, showcasing the actual world that I'm building around. You know, so it's more so about the quadrant itself that I'm working within. And all of the characters play different parts, but I'm using more of army style tactics. Well, military sized, kingdom sized
like sieges and shit like
sieges,
that.
yeah, right, battles. So I got this badass dragonfly, which
It's a lot going on, y'all.
let me get this right. So to put it in perspective, the dragonfly has wings that's twice the size of an angel's. When it blows its wings or flap its wings, the wind is strong enough to knock snow off of mountaintops. And it breathes fire. That's a dragonfly in my story. That's powerful.
So it's a dragon.
It's big enough to carry.
So does it look like an actual dragonfly, or as far as you describe it, or they just call it?
it transformed. There was
Mhm.
a transformation that taken place. I can't really get into that what
Right.
it was
Don't get
before.
those stories away.
Right.
Right.
And it's actually quite early in the story. So,
Mhm.
you know, you like I said again, webnovel.com, or you can get the app and drown down on
Complex world building,
It's-
deep
it's
characters,
there. It's there,
amazing wordplay. You know what I'm saying?
Blood Oasis.
Take your time.
right?
Blood Oasis on them. The whole thing coming.
Blood
You will
Oasis.
see it in the movie in a little bit.
WritersRepublic.com. Just keep watching.
It's funny, man, because like a lot of your so everything that I've ever read of yours, man, I always think like immediately like an RPG that I would fucking play. Like I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not even fucking with y'all, man. Like I'm playing a game right now. It's called y'all know the Tales game. If you guys who play the RPGs, y'all know the Tales games, right?
Uh-huh.
So they just came out with a new one, Tales of Arise, right? Now I'm sitting there playing it, and you play it through it. You know, what I'm saying they got the kingdom building, they got the world, how they build their worlds and shit like that, and the character building and with that. I'm like, Eric could write one of these things. Mr. Mackey could write one of these motherfuckers, and it'd be fucking awesome.
I'm trying to touch every avenue I can.
But the only problem though is, it's Bandai Namco, and they fucking, the anime, and they do Naruto and shit like that. So yeah, so the dialogue would be less engaging if they were to handle it as far as writing the story. Like if you were to write the story and they would stick to that shit and they just did everything else, I think it'd be fucking game of the fucking year, man. Like straight up, man. Like,
Hey, bro.
yeah.
Have you seen
That's
have you
how
heard about
you-
the new comic book, Naomi? Naomi, N-A-O-M-I?
It's comic book.
It's like a black comic. It's I think it's under Marvel or DC. I think it's DC.
Might be DC.
Yeah, it's
not ringing a
it's a
bell.
good storyline. You gotta
Yeah.
check it out.
So you want to talk about that a little bit?
That's all I know about it.
Oh, I mean, what makes it a good storyline? Is what I mean.
Well,
Black girl.
yeah, it's new. It's like it reminded me of like the series from the Black Panther.
Mhm.
Like I love cover.
Sure.
art.
Yeah. Okay.
I love, I'm a cover art person. Like I'm not like
Right.
the cover art draws me to it.
As it should.
And
Mhm.
and the cover art and the colors that's used in it drew me into it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I collect cover arts. I really I've never cracked the seal because I don't believe in because it's art.
Mhm.
So no, I don't buy it for the storyline. I buy it for the art.
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of shit to talk about. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about people's views on the LBGT community. I want to talk about the motherfucking socioeconomic situation that keep a lot of neighborhoods fucked up. I want to talk about a whole bunch of shit. All right.
Okay.
I'm just giving them a little preview.
Yeah,
of
what's
what we're
it
gonna
come,
be
right?
dealing with.
Like I'm looking over here like did somebody say something to upset him?
Oh,
Actually,
I like that.
yeah. So
aggressive.
So yeah. So when people talk, it'll pop up right here because it's connected directly to Twitch or whatever. So I'm like over here, I'm like, man, ain't nobody said shit.
I know, I'm trying to
They're coming in hot.
I ain't never really saw myself as a film star yet, you know, but
You're not yet.
It's
Probably
coming, man.
Not even.
It's
Nah,
coming, man.
y'all gonna see me in y'all back windows on Thursdays.
Here we go.
Good though.
Here we go.
Right.
Freestyle.
Keep
Go
everybody
ahead.
out.
That's that detail.
Oh no, I ain't never had
Hit him with the
that.
freestyle.
No, I can't humiliate myself on camera. I'll be like, yo,
I thought
two and a half bars,
that's what you were
cars.
doing. Go ahead, hit them bars. Go ahead.
Coming from the guy that won't get on the camera, he want me to be on here doing some dark man in the corner. What's poppin'?
I'm hoping that we get the entire Pantheon here at one point,
Battle
man.
rap.
Right.
I don't even know when that's gonna fucking be, but we're missing 3 other members.
Zab, Rob.
Zach, Rock, and your boy, that you added to the group.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, he connected with a couple members in the group.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he's still in the group. I got to get up with him. My buddy, so when I upload my videos to YouTube, they're super raw. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to, right. I take it from boom to boom, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I don't do any kind of sound editing. I don't do editing, period. I just kind of, here is my fucking stream. But I know that you got to put a little, you know what I'm saying, snazzy shit into it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't know what if I'm going to look stupid.
It ain't nothing that we can't learn together. You know?
So Mr. Gray said that he would be able to do that for me. I just need to get in contact with him and be able to do that. Another thing that I want to tell you guys about this whole, you know what I'm saying, this PATH program that I went to. PATHH, by the way, if anybody's, you know what I'm saying, interested.
Where are you, Pat?
Yeah.
You should show like that paint and drawing that you like the clarity.
What's that?
The beginning, like if you want to share. Like,
Oh yeah. I'll talk about it in a minute. But one of the things that you do there, you know, they tell you have goals that you have to write down, right? Mm-hmm. And one of my goals was to be the man that I believe I am in my head, and that my buddy, you know what I'm saying, who invited me out to that program, knows who I can fucking be, you know what I'm saying? And to not fall back into the same lazy BS that I have been accustomed to and I've been fucking doing, you know what I'm saying? As far as with myself. Now, you know, I'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, my family got a roof over their head, clothes on their back, food on the table, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? Make sure all bills are paid and all that. But as far as with myself, to see myself excel and be where I want to be, you know what I mean? I get lazy, I get complacent, and I made a promise to myself not to do that anymore. So, part of one of those steps is to get in contact with Mr. Gray and either, because I found a way to where he can get access to my YouTube page and edit my shit.
Okay.
I just gotta talk. I just gotta do that. And my homeboy gave me a couple of programs that I could use to do my own editing. You know what I'm saying? In order to also do that, I need to buy a new hard drive because this bad boy has run out of fucking space.
What are you working with now? What are you working with now?
A filled up hard drive.
No, I got
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, oh well, okay. So what size are you looking for? Because
well, so this hard drive is only.
Zach just got a 4 terabyte.
I'm about to be getting on his ass until you get
he
over
just
the
got a
camera.
4 terabyte that he said he loved. Like he said it was awesome.
I'm probably due for an upgrade pretty soon. Right now it's working for me. I buy external hard drives.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up doing that shit and
we might get some PT in real quick. One.
Yeah, that's another thing. That shit got my fucking whole PT thing back kickstarted, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like being lazy about my shit. Like I do it, I see him sitting over there, I'm like, I get a couple in, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't like keeping up with it.
Yeah, I do the same shit. I do the same shit. Well, I tell my wife asked me, did I work out in the garage today? I'd be like, no, I went out there and looked at it.
I gave it a gander.
I have all that motivation to get out there, but God, that's stuff to do. I'm not gonna do it today.
I wasn't even gonna lift my arms today.
I made coffee, I made breakfast, I said good morning to the kids, I got them off to school, I went out there to the garage and said, good morning, wait, and then I went back in the house.
Y'all straight? Yep. Okay.
Everybody count for?
Did you read that book? I understood over there.
I started reading some of it, but I was reading some of it, and the way the guy writes, it kind of makes me feel like, was there an editor? When it is, but the message was good, like, because I got into it, but I was just like, hey, bro, man, if you're gonna speak to me, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna try to motivate me, at least fucking, you know what I'm saying, have your shit together, fucking.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
You want to be better, man? We got way.
Hey, read some of it, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I was getting into it, and it was like, that's it. Did you do that on purpose, or did they just fucking miss it? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, I guess it was the delivery, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the dude's got a fucking point, you know what I'm saying? He did fucking try to, you know, no more excuses, you know what I'm saying? That's the name of the book, ladies, if y'all wondering. And it's basically something that I definitely need to start doing, that I learned that I needed to stop doing throughout my fucking life. Is there anything that you all have learned throughout your, you know,
Years on this
your
earth.
years on this earth that
I learned a lot through my years on this
Pass
earth.
along.
right, like that would help
Everything.
move. That could help maybe inspire somebody into a fucking positive direction, or that can maybe, you know, just, you know, tidbits of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
Live pure.
that's one. Make a promise to yourself. You know what I mean? That promise to yourself is for you to be successful at whatever you deem success is, with the knowledge that your work is gonna fucking show with your kids and your wife. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, they feel like we just need to be the beast of burden. It don't matter how we feel. I was taught just to fucking, if my brain is falling out my fucking head, just give my wife a kiss and go to fucking work and then do my fucking job.
Right.
But when we talk about fucking mental health being important, just look at yourself as being an important key to the whole picture of your family. Because at the end of the day, our responsibility as men don't change. You know, in reference to our family and our loved ones, we do bear a responsibility to them, especially our children and the people that we chose, our spouses. But also, if we can't be solid, we can't have somewhere to go to, our opinion is last. If we don't put our fucking opinion first, with an honest, introspective look at ourselves, then we possibly gonna go to shit anyway. So,
Right.
You said you had something up there for the cut.
Oh, you good. You good.
So I just told a couple people that we were, you know, streaming because they just clicked in my head or whatever. I was so preoccupied with, you know what I'm saying, making sure that.
Question.
12:49.
What time you guys gotta bounce?
Round 2.
Round 2? Okay, we got plenty of time. I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Another thing, so I got my own Twitter attached to this. Then I'm gonna start, you know what I'm saying, putting this shit out. Now, if you guys don't mind coming out here, I know the drive is so goddamn long.
The fucking Narnia, guys.
Y'all
Listen to me.
fucking,
To do this right here.
y'all, I live fucking 30 minutes tops away from these motherfuckers.
Hey, bro, what?
What? 30 minutes.
I live all the way 3 exits from him.
Touche. Touche. Nah. What? No, it only it only take me like 30 minutes to get to all of y'all.
Hey, don't forget,
But that's all of
you
us,
gotta come get me too, cause my truck down.
All of us.
Okay, all right. So okay, all right.
And there was
If y'all
And then we worked
had
off
wait, what?
And you didn't have snacks.
So first of all, y'all niggas walked in here, y'all got all the check. You know what? It made me step out of my shit. I become fucking zen, and they fucking with me right now. Y'all become zen. They try to provoke me. They try to see the other side. It's some old bullshit.
Hey, sit in yourself.
Fuck it.
Hey, give the book. Give the book.
Boom.
Show the book. There you go.
All right, see.
See.
These are my friends, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you
Bunch of fucking assholes.
go.
Fun though.
Hey, but what you learn right there, you learn to
But at the end of the day, man,
that wouldn't have been you.
ain't nothing
before
on the
that.
top but a bucket and
That
a
would not
mop
have been you
and an
before that.
illustrated book about birds. I don't know what you've been told or who need action when you got words. All
I
right.
like that.
That's growth.
I like that.
I like, look, and that's growth. I'm like, people sitting here looking like,
But you just stabbed
oh, I gotta fucking Google that shit.
If shit pop up, plateau. I went through my grunge phase. I don't give a fuck. Did y'all love Matchbox 22?
Yes. I'm like that.
Let's talk about that.
Green Day.
They're supposed to be coming to Nashville. They're in the Wallflowers. I ain't going though.
Talk about what?
Stepping outside of the black norm.
It's necessary.
Let's talk about
Okay,
let's talk about that.
Okay, hold on. Let's start with what do you consider the black norm is? What is a black
We all know what the
We
black
got a
norm
society
was.
norm
You
as far as
can't say
like what people expect
What?
to listen
Yeah.
to
So-
music-wise.
What
That's my
topics
norm.
are we speak just on talent-wise or
We just
like-
talking about like
Movies,
right.
music,
everything
world,
right, that's fine,
that
that's
we've
fine.
been into. You know what I'm saying? That
will be
regular black,
marginalized to
you know
look
what
at
I'm saying?
nerdism or fucking shit like that.
Right.
How fucking comic books wasn't popular.
our exploration into geekdom, our exploration into
It's not
other forms of
exploration.
music, into
It
other
is.
forms of
It is.
music,
It is.
other than it's 100%.
It's
Yeah, so
100%,
our exploration into geekdom, our exploration into other forms of music other than R&B and hip hop, jazz or
Satanism, witchcraft, just
right.
things
All of
like
outside.
everything that is
Really
outside
stepping
of what people deem outside of what everybody deems as, you know, saying the black norm, you know what I'm saying? So what it's all right, now these motherfuckers being weird.
Hey, that's Samuel L. off camera.
Yeah. But that's I think that's something that we should discuss, maybe not in an entirety when we got a lot of time, like we got about an hour left, but right, you know what I'm saying? So which one would y'all like to talk about first? I mean, you just talked about Matchbox 2020, so you want to talk about music first?
It was just one.
Yeah.
It was just one Matchbox. One Matchbox. And one
I thought it was Matchbox 20. What? Was Matchbox 20? Is
It was
Matchbox 20?
Matchbox 20.
Bullshit, you goddamn right.
Matchbox 20. So it's not
Is
Matchbox.
that like, so
I don't know if I ever been good.
I guess you would know.
Okay, I got one for you.
What is it on?
What
Oh,
what's the
it's
song?
Matchbox 2020.
It's not. It's called Creed.
Why in my head it's always 20? I'm
Eyes,
sorry, what?
eyes wide open. No, arms wide
With
open.
arms wide open.
But you always saw his eyes wide open, right?
No, I
Live?
knew it was no arms. I just couldn't guess it right now. But with arms wide open. But I did not. I love that song when it first came out, but I never understood the words to it. Have you ever listened to the words to Arms Wide Open?
I'm sure I
Somebody
have.
died, didn't they?
Do you know what? Do you know?
I just heard the news today. It seems my life
I love it. Yeah.
is gonna change.
You should.
I don't know
Hold it.
Hold it.
if I'm ready.
Feel it. Hey, hashtag
Get it.
karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Get 'em.
Yeah, I've liked this. It's been alright. What we here talking? You trying to bring
Phil
some-
Collins,
Huh?
In the
No,
Air
I'm,
Tonight is my
tweet our shit.
all-time favorite song.
Yeah.
It's a great song. You run awards for it.
It was due to football, but then I developed a feeling for the song as I got older with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just
Ain't nothing wrong
instant
with it. Attached to
goosebumps,
it.
like tearing up. Don't know if it's joy or sadness or what, but like
That's something inside
I
you.
just
Yeah,
know
for real.
the feeling like man, yep. That's my all-time favorite song, bro. In the Air Tonight.
That's why I like Matchbox 20, because that song
Phil
Push
Yeah.
and Bent
Yeah.
made me feel powerful in the time where I was just figuring me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like early teenage years in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? You got that preconceived view of what I should be listening to music-wise.
Right.
So I'm automatically the weird guy. It didn't help that I was a little bit off, you know what I'm saying, with my reading materials, but that was at a point in time where I knew that the more information I had placed me differently than other people.
Right.
So I think it might have been Alex Haley that said it's bad not to know, but it's worse not to want to know. And I found out that a lot of people just didn't want to know, where I was in a time where that fucking vacuum was real.
Right.
Any extra shit that I can learn? How did you know? You saw me getting bitch getting hit twice. Did you know?
Hey, what's cute? Like, we just take the top off of that, man.
Yeah,
There you go.
but that's another thing
No,
that I
just
get
take it
so
off.
excited about with my
There you go.
kids, because I want them to have a lot of that same excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like I experienced life from the view of an explorer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whether it's like information, land wise, like I'm literally running around the fucking city of Detroit climbing on buildings and shit like I'm fucking Batman, like that fucking
Yeah.
that sits. Like I ain't saving shit. I'm really just being a fucking weirdo, and the police probably could have shot me down. But then that's something else to be
You
grateful
checking
for.
out fucking, you know what I'm saying, architecture,
Everything,
you know what I'm saying, all that
architecture,
shit,
landscape,
right?
fucking patterns of life, fucking how people move, when
Exactly.
people move. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was different from other people.
Right.
And that's something that should be encouraged with kids, but a lot of times they get fucking ostracized, they get pushed back, they tell them they got ADHD, they
Right.
wonder why their grades is poor because they don't got a fucking teacher that motivate them, they teaching them fucking canned curriculum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not teaching them how to think, but they're trying to fucking
What to
teach
think.
them what to think.
Yep. That's another thing that I tell people is like good grade in school doesn't equal intelligence.
Yep.
All it does is all that means is that you remember
You're
shit
a
better
hard
than I
worker.
do. You know what I'm saying? Say what?
All work and you regurgitate the work that's given to you.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like
You shut
you're
the fuck
you
up
very
before.
good. Your memory skills are fucking on point. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But it doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, that you're willing to go and look for other things to make you smarter than what that is.
Neil deGrasse.
Like what's that?
Neil deGrasse Tyson said, "We shut off our kids' exploration as soon as we tell them not to step in that mud puddle, because that's an actual experiment.
Yeah, that's how
They
learn.
get to see
What's gonna happen?
what's gonna happen inside of that puddle. You know,
Mhm.
like $15 shoes, you just pretty much took away possibly one of the smartest scientists ever if they just
Yeah.
experienced that one experience.
That could open up so
That
many
could
more
open up
doors.
something, right?
But
Oh,
it-
look how the mud just flew up. Look how the water flew here.
Fluid
Look how
dynamics.
it's getting
I'm a
right.
nerd now.
Boom.
Right?
Physics. All that, you know what I'm
and,
saying?
and
Yeah,
that go
yeah.
into
A different dynamic.
we was definitely picked on for being nerds if you was doing some nerd shit. And
Right.
you knew what nerd shit was
Reading
growing up.
comic books,
Right?
Right.
singing,
You know what I'm saying? For
everything.
real. Like sneaking around, everybody else over here playing, getting sweaty and shit. You might be sitting in the corner just reading some shit.
Right.
Fuck this dude doing.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. Right. Though, right.
Doom.
But
Doom.
at the same time, that's the same motherfuckers who, man, what you made on your test. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, bro, I made an 85.
yeah, like, how you get
Bro, I
that?
studied all
Nigga,
night,
I
55. Like, damn, bro.
You stupid.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
damn,
Oh,
bro.
it can't be that cruel.
It is.
But
But I mean, but that's how they treated you. So
Right.
that's exactly how you treat
So-
you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
because it was
That's
undocumented. It was the education system in this United States of America and this world is so poor.
Why?
I really
I'm about to
believe,
turn- I'm
bro,
about to turn the
like
whole
I
camera
was
on.
an average person in school. Right?
Say that again?
Like grade wise, I was an average person. C, B, maybe.
Right.
A, I ain't even fucking trying for that, bro. I got girlfriends that's doing my homework and shit. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get like school was. This is a stepping stone for me to become a man and go out into the world.
Right.
I knew I wasn't staying in Louisiana. I knew I wasn't gonna stay there. But everything culminated around, hey man, fitting in with people. You know.
Mhm.
But like I said, I looked at myself as the average person. I played football my whole life. Cool with everybody, but certain shit they was doing, I'm like, oh, that's not for me, yo. Like, we run around doing stupid shit, shooting BB guns at people, like throwing rocks at cars and shit. Yeah, I did all of that shit. But when it comes like, damn, bro, like what you watching today? Like, man, I'm gonna watch, like, I will watch
Dragon Ball.
BET. I will play at the same time.
Yeah, right,
on
that's
Saturday
the
morning.
shit, yeah.
Bro, I'm watching Ronin Warriors, Dragon Ball.
Right,
I watch every
exactly,
anime.
you know what
I
I'm
don't give a
saying?
fuck what y'all talking about. Boy, NBA for real.
Well, Ryu and the fucking wildfire's gonna be doing next week. Fuck the bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Like you playing
yeah.
video games? All right, let's play video games.
Like, and
I'm
and that's-
busting your ass, and now you mad. That's what I
right.
do.
So like that's another thing, right? So
It's-
like coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like what you talking about? So you play sports and all that, right? I didn't play sports. I mean I played like basketball, so I didn't play like for school. I
Right.
played for like county and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I played basketball. I played fucking soccer and all that shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
swam.
And well, see, that's probably something I should have fucking done, by the way.
And that shit that I was pretty much a nerd until we made the fucking swim team like a fucking game. It's
But,
But
yeah, but like,
Trojan shout out.
but like a lot of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the games I fucking tell you cats about, you know what I'm saying? Whenever we start talking about RPGs, like my favorite RPG is Star Ocean second story, right? Or yeah, Star Ocean 2 second story.
You can't do that favor.
During
Another banger from the offspring.
so this fucking so when this shit fucking came out, Final Fantasy 7 came out at the same time. Alright, so everybody, you know what I'm saying, you got a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, cash goes in after buying PlayStation and whatnot. Everybody was getting mad and everybody was fucking getting loud and all this other fucking shit. They're like, oh, what game you get? I got Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Star Ocean second story. Right. They're like, Shmi, you ain't get no man. I'm like, no. If I want to play football, I'll watch it. I'll go play it, or I'll fucking watch it on TV. What the fuck? I don't know anything about fucking football like that to go play it. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I even see that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? As an adult, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fucking nerd. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays,
small group of black people you run into that just don't know about football.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it. I didn't know. I knew what I was watching. I
don't know the intricacies.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, like when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? I knew, okay, he's doing this play, this is what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? I knew what the covers were, but as for me performing it myself, like, I learned I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I went to my homeboy's house and we played NFL 2K when it came out on Dreamcast. And I was like, all right, so this dude, bro, okay, that's how, because that was me learning the behind the scenes shit. I was just watching what happened afterwards.
So
I
noticed that with my son and my nephew and one of my little cousins. Like my son can't play sports, so he plays sports, but when they play in sports, it's a different physicality. Even when they wrestle, my son has a complete, like, dominant physicality against them because he know what he's doing.
Yeah,
but he don't understand the physicality it takes for
that
level of sport.
Okay,
for football, you get right.
That's
so
like
the
technique,
football aggression and
the
wrestling aggression gonna be different, right? If you play both, of course they gonna mesh perfectly well. But if you only got one or the other, you can't match it. You know, like they good with sports, but then they want to wrestle with them and it's now he got your fucking back.
Right, yeah.
Like,
you know, right.
Oh man, he's so fast, but he's strong and you can't move him, like, because he know what he's doing.
Right.
But on the sports level, he fast as them. He can do it all, but just not, the aggression going against him is not there because he don't know how to match theirs because he don't play.
And it was funny, man, because, I mean, us being geeks and nerds and shit like that, we could do.
Army, though.
Right.
So, what's that?
I don't know how you two
That's the funny part too.
I consider myself a geek, a nerd.
I mean,
all the
they kind of
a soldier, a veteran, a dad, a father. But I not to categorize myself as just one.
A man of many hats.
I'm a man of many hats.
I mean, we all kind of, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We all are who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all wear different hats.
What I'm saying though, man, is like, as far as, you know what I'm saying, how we were like ostracized to an extent, you know what I'm saying, by our peers, not necessarily, because, I mean, let's be honest, we're all brothers here. White folks said shit to us, we didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's when people who look like us said something negative to us about that, which, for me, it bothered me the most because, I mean, I'm still listening to hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? I'm still watching fucking Comic View. I'm still watching BET, you know what I'm saying? I was still watching music video. I was still doing every other thing, but I took this one path outside of fucking our normalcy, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, this and this and that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, y'all know how, you know what I'm saying, how I speak when that motherfucker was like, man, how come you talk white? I'm like, what the fuck does that even fucking mean, bro? Because I speak intelligently, you know what I'm saying, that means I speak white. So what you're saying, not only are you insulting me, but you're insulting an entire race of fucking people that we are incapable of articulating our words, you know what I'm saying, and speaking intelligently, you know what I'm saying?
But there's people in the South majority of the time, man.
There's people that's lack of
intelligence.
It's a lack of their intelligence. Just like what the military allowed us to see was the outside world. if we only stayed where we stayed at, we would be totally different people. We would not be.
Right.
We would not have the growth that we have. The mentality that we have today to instill on to
everybody else, right?
Right.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
younger
We are the
generation.
instructor. We became the instructors. We went out there, fought the battles, won the wars, lost the wars, took the scars, got the scrapes. You know what I'm saying? Got the stories, got the medals. You know what I'm saying? Got the wounds, got the the lost lambs, the lost buddies, the lost parents, dogs, cats, ferrets. You know everybody.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything incorporated. Grandparent,
Right.
things that we miss. I gave up. I gave up. We give up. Not. I know.
You on the
it's
path?
shared.
You saying it right?
It's shared. I know it's a we
Right.
because
Right.
we are. That's why we are brothers
Yeah,
and
right.
sisters. We are. They're
Right.
one.
Everybody sacrificed a lot.
Everybody.
No matter what you go through, what they like.
Coast Guard don't care.
For real, bro. Once you join,
Nasty girl.
you are
or
completely
tampon.
changed.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely changed, bro. Once you join any military service, you are completely changed from that moment on. If you spend enough time doing it, you will be sleep deprived. You will be not fed. You right. You gonna be out in the cold, especially on our end, man. So many days being in the back 40, bro. Stuck because of snow, freezing, and still
And they
got
knew
shoot
they
up
was
in
gonna
it,
happen
right?
before
Right,
they went
and
out.
didn't care, bro.
Because that was
How many
important
more
to the
did you
fight.
come out waiting for someone else to tell you what you wearing in 10-degree weather? That's PT. Hey, for real, right? Right? Look.
Being in Korea,
Hey, for real, bro.
when I was in Korea, there was
But that's an
a
experience that not many people get though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right.
Oh, when it
There's
comes
always
to
moments.
the
People
stupid
search
of the
for that,
stupid,
you know what I'm saying?
we've
People
dealt
search
with
for that.
the dumbest, most
Right.
inept motherfuckers on the face of this earth.
Millions of
I
dollars.
100% believe.
At,
Like,
at one point, I might have been the dumbest motherfucker. Like, like why did I do this?
regretting all your decisions. Is like,
Yes.
now I'm that dude. I'm that dude now. I'm that guy. It's fine. No, but like, was it in Korea? You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of getting upset that we were talking about earlier, but I mean, I like how we kind of just flowed into the next one, right? So, this is gonna bring me back to the geeks in just a second, but briefly, Korea, man. So we out there. I mean, nigga, what?
That's a ceasefire.
We out there fucking wearing shorts and shit. I'm like, when I breathe in, the air is cold, and I have a neck gaiter on. Why are we in fucking shorts? You know what I'm saying? I'm immediately fucking pissed off, right? They're like, oh, it's got to be a certain fucking temperature before we can put full fucking PP. I'm like, well, I get it, train for the fight, but this is fucking dumb. This is fucking stupid. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. We're gonna we're gonna take a little bathroom break for everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. To continue what we was talking about, to bring it back to the, we were talking about the whole geek shit, right? Mm-hmm. As far as what's going to kind of meld into the military shit. I've heard this way too many times where I wanted to fight a motherfucker, but I couldn't because it deemed me getting my ass kicked the fuck out. When dudes like, bro, what you talking? You're not black. You're the whitest motherfucker I ever met. You're the whitest black dude I ever met. And I just stopped. I was like, how? It wasn't until I was older to when I stopped walking away from that when motherfuckers would say that comment. And I was like, so, and then I just made them start feeling like they were fucking a racist. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, so what do you mean by that? Like, well, you don't kind of act like other black people. It's like, how many other black people do you know? Oh, it's because I'm not a fucking, I don't act like I'm fucking from the ghetto, or I don't act like I'm a hood nigga, or, I mean, explain what you mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100% that's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody's like that.
Because
it's just not right.
So it's more prevalent when you get that dynamic, and the first thing that the person wanted to say based on your likes or your favorite things to do, like you're more similar to being a white person than you are a black person.
Right. It's them coming into contact with meeting you.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, this is shit that my people like to do. This shit that my buddies have done.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, so how do you mean that? By because I speak intelligently? Oh, so what you're saying is because I speak intelligently, that means black people don't speak. No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, okay. So it's because, you know what I'm saying, I don't constantly talk with slang or constantly slur my language, or because I know about world events and so on and so forth, other than what's going on in the trap, then I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm acting white. Is that what that means?
Right.
And they're like, no, man, you take it out of the like, oh, okay, then what the fuck do you mean? You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, because I got a nigga switch. If you want me to cut that shit on, I would, by all means, would fucking do that shit in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
You got a nigga switch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is like,
hey, that would be really useful in the real world.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it'd be really fucking useful. But I ain't even talking about no crazy shit. My nigga switch is automatically gonna have me doing some fucking ridiculous shit over like no for real reason.
But that's what
the fuck you mean you said hello?
We control the switches.
So for the stream, whenever motherfuckers say they got a nigga switch or whatever, they're talking about to where they go and they act that stereotype that everybody.
That sound, the voice shit ain't jumping.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
The little voice shit wasn't jumping.
It's right here.
Oh, damn.
So when we out in society and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, we trying to do better and trying to break a stereotype, but if you was to act stereotype, there by no means whatsoever that we cannot do that. We can do it if we want to, you know what I'm saying? We choose not to, because we're better than that. But if you want us to flip the fuck out and smash your face into a fucking car door,
nah, man, I ain't gonna, cause that's just gonna get us in jail. I understand that that's the fucking guttural response to it. The fucking,
yeah. But I'm saying we're all capable of doing that, but we choose not to. Is what I'm saying. We choose
not to, but fucking who's committed enough to take the time, plan it out slowly, surely, and then fuck their wives or fucking daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's but maybe that's what I'm saying, man. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's like we choose to take the fucking higher path. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit that Martin was fighting for, fucking Malcolm did, what they were fucking killed for. You know what I'm saying? What everybody, as far as our black leaders, will build colleges for. You know what I'm saying? Before they got him on that bullshit. What they all wanted us to fucking be. What they all wanted us to be, as far as, you know what I'm saying, the black community is concerned. They didn't want us fucking down here where everybody else thought we was. They wanted us fucking up here. They want us up here.
We need to be up here, but it's hard for us to fucking have to face every day and have a fucking personal, individual fucking life that you're responsible for, and realize that the next man may or may not care about your life. You know what I'm saying? I could be the nicest person, but a certain amount of fucking weakness or fucking wanting to help people can fucking inherently get you hurt.
Right.
I ain't gonna even say inherently because the chances are lower, but they are a real risk.
Right.
It's the good-hearted people that want to show their belly of kindness and forgiveness to people. They end up getting fucking ran through, fucking eaten up like a fucking average fucking garden cute little bunny, but it was thick because it's been eaten over a couple years. You know what I'm saying? So it's a plump bunny. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a simple bunny sandwich. It's a fat, obese one.
I'm gonna take that metaphor and apply that to fucking Bill Cosby. I'm gonna tell you why.
Keep giving drugs to their pass out and get fat.
No, nigga. No, not that part. not that.
That made
That was a joke, y'all. By the way,
I'm off color.
Yeah, a little bit out of pocket, maybe. But so the whole thing with Bill Cosby for me, man, like everybody says, oh, we knew Bill used to do that back in the day, blah blah blah. I'm like, y'all are fucking lying like shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was doing all that shit, he wouldn't have been getting all these fucking roles that he was getting.
They were incredibly sexist, man. Everybody was. I was say everybody was.
Hollywood is shit.
Yeah, but
Hollywood is Illuminati.
So
once
when
you sign over to Hollywood, you automatically sign yourself over.
But what I'm saying is like, so Bill Cosby, so the whole rape allegations and all that shit that from like what was like fucking damn near 50 years ago that this shit fucking that they was claiming. Or some bitch said it was like 10. I'm like, and I looked at the bitch like, no, it wasn't, because you still look like a man 10 years ago, so you're lying. Anyways, yeah, not even, bro. You saw you.
She had a dick.
Yeah,
there's a whole new element to it. Nobody talking about that.
But that whole thing, do I fucking condone what he did? No. You know what I'm saying? If he did it, do I believe that he did all that shit that they said he did? No. And here's why: because all this shit didn't come out of the fucking woodwork until he started try to buy NBC.
Yeah, I heard that.
The second he tried to fucking buy NBC because he was trying to get more positive black fucking programming on television, because that was gonna be the platform for that. All these rape allegations just boom, 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 and then you take Donald Trump, right? So they crucified Bill Cosby, let him out after fucking I guess statute of limitations was up. You know what I'm saying? Because
you talking about
he can
Oprah and what's it called?
No.
Oprah and Gil?
No. I'm talking about so with
And they what's that dude name?
Yeah. You know where it's at?
What's that other dude
On
name?
that hallway first to the left.
Second on the left.
All right.
End of the hallway. So when this is my opinion, I believe that when Bill Cosby was in jail for that time, you know what I'm saying, that period of time, he lost enough money to where he's no longer able to buy NBC, and his reputation has been tarnished. So that's no longer an option for him. You know what I'm saying?
Your reputation.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so not only did they go after his money, but it killed his whole fucking reputation. You know what I'm saying? Yep. He's even got black people that followed him for fucking 30 years plus. Want nothing to fucking do with him. You know what I'm saying?
It's just simple. That's what I'm saying. Once you sign over to Hollywood, you sign. Once you sign in blood. You sign your name in blood.
Yeah.
They own.
I mean, I'll be glad.
They control everything that you. Who are you but an actor? You are an actor. You act.
But he was more than that.
No. Yes.
I mean, that was his main source of revenue, but he was more.
Okay.
He made sure that he was
without
more than
that
that.
revenue, we couldn't do it without his revenue.
I mean, so
Bill Cosby,
you gotta
right. So when he stopped,
activist,
so when he stopped acting, he did public speaking.
Right.
When he started doing public speaking, he was making money still while doing public speaking. Right.
Yeah. Like
so that's where he started making all his fucking money and shit. That's why he made his money in his later years.
Yeah, right. He kind of moved away from the Hollywood altogether and pretty much was trying to build on his own.
His last show, Cosby, I want to actually watch it, and I want to see how it changed near the end of the show, because I'm pretty sure they were trying to get him to do some shit that he was like, "No, I'm not doing it," and he just got out of Hollywood altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because you also got to think about this: Bill Cosby wasn't in major Hollywood films.
Shit.
No, hold on.
Ghost Dad?
Nigga, come on, man. But he wasn't. Hold on. During that time,
that's a cult classic.
What'd you just say?
A cult classic.
Cult classic. Cult classics aren't widely renowned as huge successes.
Some of them are, like The Matrix. It's a cult classic. Everybody talks about it.
That's just a classic. Period.
It's a cult
there's
classic.
there's still people.
And it's still it's just so it's the Cosby Show. I could go by the Cosby Show the same as like about The Matrix.
What I'm saying is the reason why they put the word cult in front of it is because there's
a following.
Right, and it's like it's not a huge group. It's just
right. So certain movies that's bigger. I get what you're saying.
Right.
I get what you're saying too. Yeah. Cult classics for you means like it has a huge following, right?
Yeah. At one point in time.
But what he's saying is the movies that's beyond that, they don't need to be called cult classic because where we're now.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the point in time when Ghost Dad came out, huge hit, right?
Yeah, it really was.
Leonard Six, another one of his Leonard Part 6, another one of Bill Cosby's movie. Like people know about Harlem Nights.
He wasn't in Harlem Nights.
I know he wasn't. I'm just saying. I'm just like naming off movies that are cult classics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New Jack City.
Yeah, but I thought it was Bill Cosby.
You know, Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? All those, the first Ninja Turtles, all those movies. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to explain what cult classics are really like in their at their core. You know what I'm saying? They're like big one weekend, and then nobody fucking really remembers them. Like they're like, oh yeah, I saw that, blah blah blah. But there's people who watch them religiously.
One night stand that I had in the 2000s.
Yeah, kind of pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's like that one night stand that fucking you always think about all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what a cult classic is.
Yeah.
And then you got those people.
I love that.
Right. The people that fucking love that movie. I know exactly what the fuck he's talking about.
And that's Bulletproof Tony. He was
right.
Yep.
Like those movies are fucking like they have a strong following. Like you can go on Instagram right now, you know what I'm saying, and find a whole group dedicated to just them. You know what I'm saying? But as worldwide to the normies, as I call them, they don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, it's like I saw it, but it wasn't a fucking Oscar-winning movie. You know what I'm saying? And so
my niece calls the people smooth brains, and I like it.
Okay, see, he's all right. He's obviously a member of that cult that loves that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, like there's a lot of the cults that not cults but classics. And stuff like that. Like I love black cinema.
Yeah, I mean we all do.
No, you can't say we all do.
In this room.
Yeah, because we all like being on camera in this room, but we're not the only ones that's in the room.
What?
Super deep.
Huh?
You say you can't say always, you know what I'm saying? He's talking off camera, I'm saying you can't say always because all of us in here, we talk.
He's giving you a hard time. He's giving you a hard time. He's fucking with you because you won't get on camera. That's what he's doing.
No, he's trying to give me a hard time. But I don't think he's doing just wasting time from.
Everything that's going on right now is not a waste of time because this is all content.
Right.
All
this is
of it.
real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You get a band on there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. You seen the fish?
Yeah. Y'all see it? Yeah. Oh yeah. They saw it earlier
they got him on camera when he crawled over here to get the water bottle.
Oh, did it?
Did he? I had to go back to it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to it.
It's the only day.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Who's that guy? Just crawled the nigga.
No, play that back. We don't act like we don't see that. It's another.
Like, I don't know who you guys are talking about. What? Somebody did what now?
Somebody was where? Did you not see the guy?
How my fucking beer actually covered with dragon milk? What the fuck is this?
You ever become one of those things?
Yeah. Nah, it's fucking melted wax on this shit. And I'm like, why is my beer covered in actual dragon? I don't even want to drink it now.
Dragon splooge?
Yes. And it's called. Alright, now, well, you just completely ruined this entire drink for me. It's called dragon milk.
Hey, you gotta give it a try.
That was it.
Go ahead, take it to the head.
They got three of them. This is the only one that has the fucking wax melted on it, and this is exactly what it's like, and I'm touching it. Now I feel weird. Now I feel weird.
What is
Never
is it a beer?
Oh, yeah.
What does it taste like?
You want one?
I want one to take home. I don't want to drink one.
It's a bourbon barrel beer.
Let's take one home.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't want the waxy one, bro. You
Nah, come on, man. I mean, Reed took the gross stuff. Come on, man.
Look how you holding it. Look how you holding it, man.
Hey, what you doing here, guys?
Look at it.
Hey, give him to the
Guys!
Hey, like on the board.
Guys, like,
Dude, Dick wrapped around his neck, right? He was like, oh!
I told you, Blarney Cock. I told this motherfucker about Blarney Cock in the comments, and he's like, I'm not watching the episode. Apparently you did.
It was just
Apparently you did. Bro! Choke your nigga out with his dick.
You were like, come on, man, don't be so close-minded.
That whole thing happened. Was he in the show? Was he fat? Because I've been watching. Was he fat in the show? Was he? Was he like fat, red ass beard?
He had a big beard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly how he look in the comic, man.
I was fucking
Dude, his name Barney Scott. He got a fucking.
And he had seen it in the camera like two fucking maybe 3 minutes before.
Shit is insane. That whole that's my least favorite fucking part of the boys,
like the
man.
show.
I'm like, dude, you just killed the dude with your dick. That's
I
weird.
definitely like the show.
Shit.
I really do like this, bro.
Do you?
Yeah.
I wish you painted draw something that I'd be asking you to draw.
Here we go. Here we go. You know what? That was old me, all right? New me is gonna have to like go back and look at all your messages just to be like, okay, damn, this nigga want a lot of shit, but I'm willing to get started on it.
I don't
Huh?
need a lot. I just need
So out of all that stuff that you asked for, which ones do you need? Huh?
I want an emblem. I want we on camera. So I don't want nobody to take my debt. So this is the first time y'all hearing it.
No, don't say it on camera. No, don't say it. You just tell me.
You giving that?
Yeah. Fuck that.
Exclusive price right now.
Fuck all that.
Okay.
So, because I told you, motherfuckers do watch these, you know what I'm saying, afterwards. So, we can talk offline, you know what I'm saying? 100%.
But I have to get a contract.
I'm looking
like
forward
they
to
do.
having. I'm looking forward to having an emblem made, but
Okay.
I want to make it out of my Nova Abyss.
Okay.
So
And I also want to say this to you, man. I want to thank you for making me do your first cover. I know you didn't use it, and when I saw it, I was like, man, this nigga ain't use no shit. And I was like, okay, he didn't task me with that to use it. He tasked me that get me off my ass. And that's how I felt about it.
Because I did want it. I'm gonna use it in Drowned Anarchy. Drowned Anarchy.
Don't use that. Don't use it. It's trash. It's garbage. It was just me getting back into it. I hate it. When I sent you, I was like, he needs this now. I hate it. But I'm gonna show it to him first. If he's happy with it, cool. If not, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Nah, man. Dude,
You're gonna be your biggest critic because I'm my biggest critic, right?
Right.
As a creator, that always happens. But at the same time, I told you I loved it when I seen it, right? I really fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I asked you to draw me something, a grimoire, with the impression of it being dragon skin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got.
Right.
The eye in the middle.
Right.
So I'm gonna use that. It won't be that exact one, but it's gonna be that actual sample. They just gonna jazz it up when I give it to the publication.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna look realistic.
I think I could probably do it like if you.
I can't wait to see that one for that one right there. That's gonna be nice.
And doing that also made me realize where I was lacking at in certain aspects. Mm-hmm. So using the bronze, like making everything look bronze. Mm-hmm. I thought I was gonna be like I had to relearn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had to relearn how to use clipping mask and all that shit like that. So what I did is I drew a shape. So what you do is you draw a shape, and then you take a sample from a texture or something like that, load it up, and then you gotta hit the clipping mask thing, and basically everything else is nullified except for the shape that you drew before. Mm. And the picture that's in the next layer, like you take that and move it around, like, but you won't be able to see it on the background unless it's inside that shape. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, first layer, right? Draw a shape. Turn it into a clipping mask. Make a second layer. Load up what's called
we're doing fucking art class, so we talking about.
Man, shut up! All right, let me finish.
Give it a try.
Just let me finish. So you upload another like a texture or something like that, right? And then you take that texture, you fucking put it on the whatever the See, now you got me all fucked up, man.
Yeah, with the other thing.
You just messed me all up. So we're gonna fucking completely move on because
But no, that's a
big black
good
man
topic.
and fuck me up.
Distractions. That's a good topic to actually talk about. Is distractions in life and how it stops you from completing your goals in life. This is about one simple little word that'll cut you off. That you had the deepest thought in your life that can take you to the next path was
That's
just
true.
chopped off.
That's true. It's true.
Never.
You are a ruiner of things, sir.
No,
My wife called me fucking what's it called, the joy taker.
Negative. He is a product of his environment, which is all of us. We are all products of our environment.
I can't take that one all the way. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be it's gonna be
Just
elements
like
of
right
what
now,
comes up around.
you just cut me off, and you said I did
I'm
not
a
finish
master
my
cutter
thought.
over. And perfect.
In Edward's defense, usually we just kind of like ignore him until we get our shit out, and then we're like,
Me?
no, all of us, because
What just
no,
happened? What we talking about?
so
People.
because we all cut each other off. We always do it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves with our group. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
Bro, I mean, we all
Because
do it.
motherfuckers be long-winded.
Sorry.
30 seconds. We got 30 seconds.
I'm doing it right now.
You got 30 seconds for a motherfucker.
Prove my fucking point.
Thank you.
One thing. Thank you.
We have an open.
Y'all just witnessed that shit, right?
We constantly.
Somebody
have
clip that.
debate.
Somebody clip that.
Open discussion.
We have
Yeah.
we always have a group that's open
Nah, that was my
discussion,
shit.
open debate, but we always get our points across and we all leave with understanding each time we meet.
I mean, sometimes me and Reed be ready to throw hands, but
That happens.
it happens for like 5 seconds and then it's gone away.
Hands.
When I got a hat.
Bro.
But no,
I mean, it never, like, we get angry at each other, but, you know what I'm saying, it lasts for, what, like 2-3 seconds? And
yeah,
then
but we was talking about that
That's
shit
what she
earlier.
said.
We should do that on a regular basis. The same shit that you've been suggesting. Like every now and then when we get to town, we should fucking spar against each other. Not like bust each other in the shit, but fucking try to fucking submit. Because that helps us fucking stay on our shit.
This ain't got no work, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
You saying we ain't trying to bust no
Let's go.
hand.
Yeah,
That's what
I don't want no black eyes.
this is what these are for.
If John wants you to have
It's
a
a
Give me
lie.
black
You
eyes,
want to
bro.
rubble? You want to scrap for? You want to rubble for the lie?
I used to spar with Marcus all the time, right? Freeman. I used to spar with him all the time.
You want to spar for live?
Always wore this, huh? What?
You want to spar live?
What? No, not right now. Hell no. I had like 3 of these. Hell no, nigga. I could be all over the fucking
It's the
place.
best time I feel like I can do a fucking hurricane kick.
But nah, man. But yeah, I mean, you absolutely
Training
right though, man. That's something that we have set up. We could do that.
Meditation.
I think that you know how you have your game night.
Mm-hmm.
You have a set date for it.
We're not gonna come over here.
Hey, I'm right with somebody.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I'm a new man.
Hey, you move to the
I'm a
booty,
new man.
buddy.
I'm a new man.
Hey, we carpool.
I'm
Hey,
a
we on
new
Uber.
man.
Uber.
Nah, but
This has to be here every time I come here.
for the,
So you
it probably will be unless group get a hold of it.
This is my thing.
So I think I know you motherfuckers hate coming out here because it's like driving to Nashville apparently. Shut up! God damn it! It's like 20-30 minutes tops.
Man, I
tops.
saw 2
30
fucking
is
endangered
tops.
species on the way out here, bro. Straight up federally protected, man.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
Y'all, this is why I go to them all the time instead of them coming to me.
That's why you left for the week.
Because this is what happened. This added to my goddamn stress. I had to become a different person. All right, these supposed to be my fucking.
Hey, we love you, man. Hey, brother.
My people say, Eric.
He grabbed his titties.
Nah, man, they trying to tickle me. I don't know what this shit was all about. It's weird.
I don't think
I'm hard on that.
I'm hard on camera.
Nah, man. So, yeah, I want us to do this if we can, if y'all are willing to, every Wednesday. Y'all with that?
Barring appointments, I might be able. And we can fucking switch up.
Right. I mean, y'all. I know you motherfuckers got, you know, what I'm saying, got shit going on, but
Well, we normally get all Wednesdays off.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
So what the fuck you been doing with your other Tuesdays and Wednesdays? Like,
Real, bro.
it's the first time.
I heard
The first.
You don't even come over there.
So
no
you
more.
so on your
don't even
off
see
time you gonna do what you gonna do?
That's what we doing. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. No, man.
Hey, that's fine.
Nah, so that's how come using like Tuesday. I'm like, what y'all doing? And I never get anything. Like nobody's ever doing shit on the days that I'm off. So I'm like, all right. So I just stopped asking. You know what I'm saying?
Get together every morning.
Huh?
Get together every morning.
It's put out.
In the morning is.
It's been some Tuesdays and Wednesdays wrapped up.
I'll make it happen. All right. Quite a few. Well, apparently he thinks the same way. Ain't no wrong.
Right.
All right. All right. So wait, man, fuck it.
That's
New
right.
day.
Growth.
It's a new day,
Growth.
right?
Yeah.
So, it may, matter of
Every
fact.
other week.
So what?
Every other week.
Every other
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me, man.
That's-
Or yeah,
Yeah.
you one weekend you come to us,
Yeah,
one weekend we come to
yeah,
you.
right.
That sounds good to
right.
me.
then for
So
the,
next week, so since y'all
You
came
need to
this
start
week,
taking weekends
I'll
off.
go there. So what?
You need to start taking weekends off and change your
That's
ritual.
no
You gotta
shit,
come
Sherlock. Like I don't fucking know that already. That nigga already telling me shit I don't already fucking know.
And change the ritual for when we come over here. 12 o'clock gotta be.
Yeah,
Earlier.
yeah. Obviously. See, I would have made it earlier, man, if I had known that if it had registered in my head that you gotta go pick the kids up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't. I know I read it all the fucking time in the goddamn group, but I was like, it for whatever reason, it didn't click. I was just like, my friends are coming, yay! And I'm fucking super happy and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was about it. Matter of fact, I was gonna put some.
out here early to be closer.
Yeah. I was actually gonna put some hamburgers and shit on the grill. You know what I'm saying? But you guys came a little earlier than. So
But
what?
no accomplishment. It's a minor accomplishment.
Any accomplishment is accomplishment. Go ahead.
The first game night, it was magical. Me and Reed drunk Vikings mead.
Yeah.
Delicious, isn't it?
So
Honey.
It's pretty good. Yeah. It's pretty
Fucking
good.
delicious.
Very good.
I love fucking meat.
Mead. Yes.
I
That
love
was my
it.
first time drinking
And
mead.
it's not beer, which is great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got one of those to it.
Yep. Yeah, for real.
That's like mead. Slightly more carbonated because it is a beer still.
Thank you.
But yeah, taste the
Use
sweet.
like-
Yeah, and the alcohol content, you know how much higher it is. So yeah.
Perfect. We having pasta tonight. Seafood pasta.
I was gonna go pass
We're
out by
moving
6
away, we're
o'clock.
moving away from beef, man. You know,
I know people that eat. So while I was at Path or whatever, the guy who was cooking the entire time, he's on a strictly meat diet. So every night we had a protein.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was good. I mean, it wasn't all red meat.
Mhm.
So I understand that. As far as, you know what I'm saying, you trying to get away from it and shit like that, but just don't like cut out, because when people do that, or we're trying to get away from red meat, you know what I'm saying, they tend to cut out all meat.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
no, I ain't doing that, my boy.
Right.
I love seafood too much.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that is an actual goal, though, moving toward mainly seafood, because I think my struggle with that is nobody else in my family is willing to do that with me.
I would.
And that's a major, like,
I would say incorporate.
So as far as the whole house being on the same accord.
right?
So are you talking about like just like fish?
I mean, fish.
Crustaceans.
Yeah.
Because I know crustaceans have like a higher iodine content, right?
Mercury too.
Okay, yeah, there, yeah, you probably immune to all that shit. Yeah.
So my mom suffers from iodine poisoning from eating
Too much shrimp.
too much crab.
Crab. Okay.
So she gets an allergic reaction. You know
Right.
what my fucking mom do? We'll sit here at this fucking table eating.
yeah.
20 crabs, bro. Pop some fucking Benadryl, go to bed, wake up in the next morning. This her breakfast too. I want the more crab. Like, she fine with that,
Yeah.
you know? But I don't have those I don't have no allergies or anything like that.
Because you didn't eat too much of it, right?
It's just so. It's different, man. Like we was raised on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think this is like your new thing, bro. Because like you are super intrigued with that goddamn. Yeah. No, I want to see this nigga like, is my hair brushed? Yeah, like, nigga, sit your ass down.
It's my
He fired himself, man. Hey.
I mean, no.
See, he's supposed to be changed.
All right. See,
how you judge him. He judge you.
I'm not judging him.
I like
And
that.
it
I'm not
I like that
judging.
pose. I definitely like that pose.
Hey, read chapter 7.
All of it. All of it.
And dude, give me 25.
Matter of fact. So when you get done with the PATH program, right? So you come up with a name for the group. Guess what name I chose for the group for the podcast? Nope, I did.
Okay.
No, I suggested it because they were like, all right, you guys I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to think about a name for the group. I was like, Pantheon. They were like, why? I was thinking, I talked about you cats. I was like, there's a couple of brothers, you know what I'm saying, that are real close to me, you know what I'm saying, that we keep each other, you know what I'm saying, on the straight and narrow pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And we keep each other together. And then one of the dudes, somebody asked, well, what's Pantheon? This dude, the same name is a group of gods, you know what I'm saying? And the dude who was talking was like, all right, Pantheon. And I was like, yes. So yeah, our group is called Pantheon. And yeah, put the goddamn bottle there.
I
100% need to go in the fucking bag.
Bro. I felt
What's wrong with y'all, man? Come on.
That's our thing, man.
Yeah, right.
Our thing, bro.
Right. You can't just give it to everybody.
I didn't give it to him. It's just on loan.
You just explain the steps of giving it to someone.
18 months they got it on loan. All right, 18 months because that's how long the fucking program is.
So do y'all go back?
No, so what it is, right after you do it, the
We don't
week in
own
person.
Pantheon either.
Yes, we do.
No,
So we're there. You're in person for a week, right? And then after you leave, then you do Zoom meetings and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? To keep in contact with the team or whoever you know what I'm saying that you're there with.
That's pretty fucking bad, man. You did that through the VA?
No, it had nothing to do with the VA. It's completely offset from the fucking VA. It's a non-profit organization.
Oh, but it's veteran, you said?
Yeah. Like I said, the dude, Michael here, man, he's the one that he been trying to get me to do it for like 3 or 4 years now. And I kept telling him to go fuck off. Cause like, I gotta go to work. I gotta deal with my fucking marriage shit. I got kids to watch. And at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, shit was going on fucking me. I was like, alright, I'll do it. So, I felt, and it was another thing, I was like, I felt myself falling back into that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want to keep living like this. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I'm going to put that whole link, you know what I'm saying, in the group. And whenever y'all decide to have an epiphany, man, I'm like, hey, just hit me up and I'll tell you what it is, or I'll tell you who to fucking go to. Now, if you go and hit up Michael here himself, you know what I'm saying, and talk to him and tell him, you know what I'm saying, he'll probably remember, well, he doesn't remember you. He'll probably remember all y'all, but, yeah, and he'll get you in a fucking session. Like, he'll lock a spot for you, you know what I'm saying?
The importance of networking, man, it ain't never fucking a bad thing to know a couple.
And it's not even fucking, that wasn't even networking. Like, we served with him. You know what I'm saying? The personal friend of mine, Michael Hilliard.
I'm talking about the people that you meet inside the program.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Similar experience.
Yeah, a couple of guys, huh?
Yeah, that do sound familiar.
Michael Hilliard.
Michael Hilliard.
I thought it was
He got shot in 05, got shot in the head, 05, 06 in Iraq. You guys weren't there, because you was in Rocks still.
I was there. I was in
you was in
fucking Camp Rushville. I was in the Green Zone.
You was in the Green, that's right. Yeah.
With y'all?
Yeah, he was in a rubber company.
I was
Say what's soon.
in Curry? No, right.
Curry. Wait, you was in Curry during that time?
Yeah.
05, 06?
Oh, no, 05, 06, I was in, No Slack. That's all.
That's all? Okay. 3-2 deuce.
No.
Y'all 3-2 deuce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5-0 deuce, second brigade.
Follow deuce, that's right. 327 is what I'm thinking.
Stairway to
Right.
Heaven.
Follow deuce.
That's
5-0 deuce. Say what?
They had,
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the whole unit.
Yeah,
The time I was in, trust me.
Yeah.
So many fights. So many fights.
Bruh, it was like a fucking gang war the entire time.
It was
ridiculous, man.
The whole time when you could only
until-
run on Wickham.
Yeah, man.
Just on Wickham,
Yeah.
it was a game. It was.
Until 506 got stood up.
And having to breathe.
And then they had to.
We running on Wickham.
Battle.
Be ready to scrap.
Right.
That's it.
With somebody.
Like, yeah, and like we had to, like, they'd be like, all right, y'all go in this field, we gonna fucking do combatives or some dumb shit, or fucking it would just be a straight scrap. Out in the fucking wood line.
That's why I love 187. Lord have mercy, I love this.
So how many here are like X187?
I'll never be X187.
Yeah.
I'm a lifetime member of the Rocket Science Association.
My old wallet. Who here's 187?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Phrasing apparently. My old wallet I think is in the couch in the living room. I think it like fell in there on the inside. And I had when I first got to the Rock, they give you 2 flashes, right? So I took my second flash and I put it inside my fucking wallet. And I had it there for fucking years till I lost that bitch. And I think it's inside my fucking couch in the fucking living room.
I have my wife still wearing her fucking Rocket Science pin like on her little distressed little jacket.
Yeah.
And shit. And we got 148.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you watching this video, I want to thank you all for checking us out, and I hope y'all stop by again. It's going to be the week after next when we do this again. Feel free to stop by. We're going to figure out a time.
Yeah, and we're going to want y'all to comment on the nigga in the red shirt. You know what I'm saying?
All right, don't pay any fucking mind to him.
Wow.
All right. Anywho, so I would have. Oh, there he is. There it is. He's a cubby. Anywho, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you're watching this video, you know what I'm saying, we're going to upload it to YouTube. If you watch, depending on what time you're watching the video, I want to wish y'all a fucking blessed morning, afternoon, or evening. And I hope y'all stop by to catch us live sometimes. Y'all all be easy. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.